What if we're loved?
Welcome to your messages. There has been a change. There has been a shift. I think you're probably noticing by now that life is taking on a whole new direction. And what you thought you may be doing has shifted or will shift by the end of 2025. So this is a time where there will be a lot of surprises. And let your prayer be, I'm ready for the unexpected. Surprise me, Spirit, angels, all of my guides, surprise me with the new, because we're going into the new. The old cannot be revived. The past cannot be revived. We're going into a whole new dimension, a whole new state of mind, a whole new reality. And that's why the healing star appears to tell you that these changes are from Source. Source is now leading all that is happening. Your inner world is being reflected by your outer world, as above, so below. So keep doing the inner work, the inner healing, because there is a star about to emerge from within you because of all of the healing that you've allowed into your life. What messages do you have for us? The past cannot be revived, and it's a good thing. This is following your intuition and releasing. It's a big surrender, it's a big release. These are three major arcanas. We got the star, the death, and the moon. And as you can see, the moon, it clouds. We're trying to use our intuition, but it's foggy. It's this healing light is guiding the whole thing, though. It's safe here. It's safe to let go of the past. It's safe to let go of the old. It is safe to go inside and face the beliefs in abandonment and loss and suffering and fear. You are safe to look upon the identity that you've lived up until this point with the spirit and allow it to be reinterpreted. And this reinterpretation is not going to be instantaneous. It's saying, I want to see this differently, and then letting go and let the spirit handle it all. The spirit is the when, and the spirit is the how. And your job is to completely detach from the outcome and trust that everything that's meant for you is already there. It's already created, just waiting to, come to you as a state of being. So you're being asked to be in this state of being right now. What you have is what you are. So if you're in this energy of trying to hang on to what's ended, then the new state of mind cannot be embodied and the new outcome cannot be seen. It's already actually here. You have everything and you are everything, but you can't see it when you're going through the ending of an identity. But healing is happening and you will see it. Right now there's a fog, and the fog is lifting. The fog is clearing and the worst is over. I do want to say that. The worst is over. On the bottom of the deck, we have the sun. So this is the energy that is, these are all major arcanas. And, the next card out was was justice. So they're all major arcana. So you're going through huge life changes. Life is altering, life is shifting. You're being ushered into a new world. And the sun is guiding the whole thing. Another major arcana. So that's the angels are coming in to bring you balance, groundedness, moderation. All you need to do is pause and connect to source. Source is bringing in a new dimension for you to embody, explore. And we have the Empress. So all major arcanas again. The Empress, she is where she is on that throne because she's nurtured the things that she loves and she's nurtured the things that she cares about, and she trusts herself, and she's able to really love who she is and give that love away. So let me just lay these cards out because I've never pulled this many major arcanas in a row in a reading. They're all upright. So yeah, it's like you're following your North Star, as this picture shows. You're following the spirit, you're following golden light and love into this new beginning where there is a part of you that has been dissolved, a part of the ego has been dissolved. It's been very uncomfortable, but you've done the work and it cannot be revived. You've done all the shadow work. That's the moon. And then the scales of justice are being balanced. What you give, you receive. So all the work that you've done is coming around, the fruits of your labor, justice, and these things are happening for you in the background. All you're asked to do is to lighten up in your mind and really trust that everything you've ever wanted as far as good and love and truth is all already yours. It's already there in the field of possibilities. There's another timeline where you exist completely at peace and calm and in trust and love. And that is what we are learning to come into. It's already there. We just have to take on that mentality. We just are only to learn how to trust in this moment. In this moment, we come into the presence of love and feel the actual divine love that lives within us. And that takes a stillness, that takes a pause, that takes a moment. We're going through these huge ego deaths, and people are falling away from our lives that we have relied on, and the things that used to work aren't working anymore. But it is bringing you into this energy that doesn't force, that doesn't rush, that doesn't accuse, that doesn't judge. And so you're able to just embody this presence, feel the presence of source guiding you and your life, and trusting it. All major arcanas. It's just pretty amazing, if I do say so myself. It's like 2026 is just going to get lighter and lighter and lighter as we go, as we, navigate this last month of the year. We come in every day more and more to the lightness of the eternal now that where everything we've ever needed and wanted, it lives in the eternal now. You're a student again, a student of the mind, watching your mind, watching where you haven't, where you've let it go just amok into worry and doubt and fear. The mind is all there is to work on at this point. Again, we get the balance, temperance. The Archangel Michael has come into the reading saying, I'm here to cut the tethers to the past, to help you slice through any tethers that may be holding you back, any nostalgia or past pain, memories that are ready to completely leave behind so that you can come into a wish come true and all your cups are filled because you're doing what you love to do. You're doing what the gifts that God gave you. You're just focused on what you love and you're giving that love away and it's coming back to you. Yeah, and it brings celebration, all four corners of your world being stable, solid, and secure. It's community, family, and underneath is giving and receiving. It's the same thing. It's like you're learning that whatever you put your energy into, let it be what you love, what inspires you, what gives you purpose, what fills you up. The heavens are celebrating when you're taking the steps that you are to take to know thyself, to find out what's true for you. Knowing yourself is knowing God. And that's what you're learning. Beautiful. Give to what nurtures you. The Empress doesn't spend her time in toxic relationships. No way. She fills up her own cup. And that's what you're learning to do. Do you have any other messages, please? Wow, energy. And we are just talking about that. The Ace of Wands. Where are you going to put your energy? Into what you love or into what is taking you down and depleting your energy? Where are you going to put your energy? There's something new that wants you to put your energy into it that you love. Something new that you love. The moon again. So you're going to have to feel your way to this new beginning. Follow your feelings and your intuition. Can't see. Justice. Again. Five of Cups, disappointment. Ace of Swords, clarity. So there's two aces, disappointment and justice. Justice, disappointment. Yeah. So there's a sword of truth that is right and true and just. And it cuts through this disappointment. It's like the disappointment and the sadness is an inability to see the gifts that are in front of you. So it's having to go inside and pray and ask to be shown what's already there, you know, ask to be shown the gifts that so that you can see how blessed you are. And that's what comes in with this Ace of Swords. The truth dawns upon your mind. It's a gift from God and it's enlightenment. So it's really having to go in that shadow. I mean, I feel like we've been doing that. We've been cutting through the fog and going into this shadow energy and seeing, why does my life feel like I've chosen it? Or why does it feel like I'm a prisoner or that I have no control over my circumstances? So those things are like being purged and just there's a clearing happening so that you can really feel your way into what is right for you, what is guided for you, what is your path, and you're being led onto that path now. And it's a choice. I choose the joy, I choose the joy of God instead of pain is talking about I feel like there comes a time in our lives when we've had enough of the suffering and we make a choice to do whatever it takes for us to live according to our own truth, and really just excavating the mind to see where what we have chosen is due to someone else's idea of what life should be for us, or what we think, people would approve of, or what we did because we thought it would bring us joy, and when we got there it didn't. So it's a real excavation of making the different choices so that you feel different, so that you feel good. And it might take several attempts and several failures, but nothing is wasted when you're finding yourself. Life is a series of experiments, and some things work out and some don't. And some people stay and some people go. And so, it's really being able to navigate our disappointments and our expectations in a way that feels grounded and solid, and that we can be at peace no matter what is happening, because we trust that we'll be guided to the next thing. And it's a deepening, it's a surrender, and it's a pressure point that causes us to start making different choices and to start watching our mind closer and closer, and to really decide in every moment that enough is enough and I don't want to be in pain anymore. And find when we're blaming others for our pain, who's to blame if you go back to the same person after you're being hurt over and over again? Who really is to blame there? So yeah, it's appreciation. It's just being grateful for what we have right here in this moment. And that opens up the door to more gratitude. It can be the hardest thing to do, to find gratitude, but I feel like the energies are shifting that are supporting that natural gratitude to just flow through, natural joy. That's the thread that I want you to follow now. It's the thread that lights you up. And you're only a victim of yourself if you keep making choices that hurt you, or if you keep choosing people that step all over you and treat you like a doormat. I mean, I'd rather be alone than be with someone who didn't care about me, that I'm giving and giving and giving to, that I receive nothing in return. I'd rather be alone. And I have made that choice before. I'm just here to remind you, you can make the choice. And the way we do that is to get still and silent. In the stillness and silence, we will be told the way to go. We will be shown the way to go in the silence. And I feel like your angels and your guides are saying, if you just get very quiet and very still, concentrate on your breathing, there is where all the answers and the peace lies there. It will fulfill you, that just that being peaceful, and God comes to a relaxed mind. Okay, as always, we'll pull a card or two or three for one of the viewers. If you would like to be chosen for a private reading for the next video, just put anything in the comments, like a heart or a loving comment, and you'll go in the hat for the next one. We are going to do Vera today. Vera was the one chosen. Let's get a card or two for Vera and see what the message is for my dear friend Vera from the Netherlands, where I am going in 1 week. More on that later. All right, Vera, this is the card that I pulled for myself today. It's the Fool. It's a 0. It's the beginning of a new journey, one where you are inspired, where you are allowing the inspiration to come to you, where you are the Empress, nurturing your own life, nurturing yourself, loving yourself, giving yourself everything you need to feel safe and secure and grounded. That is your new journey. The Fool is just careless, carefree, and cared for. And you are being led by inspiration, by your heart, by what is drawing you, pulling you, leading you into self-love, and then you're able to give it away. That is an amazing, amazing reading, and that is for you, my dear friend Vera. Nothing real can be threatened when I start to sink into the presence. I find that stillness is my only weapon. That's where I met you. Never our paths should meet, except for the purpose we both seek. We've been leaning on each other in darkness, passing the lantern. If I forget, you remind me. If you forget, I'm beside you, walking each other home. We follow the truth, we reach for the light. Together we see in the dark of the night. So follow the longing, little voice in your mind that tells you you're going on a pilgrimage to paradise. Nothing real is altered, even when it seems I made no progress. Even when I feel I lost my purpose, that's when you show up. I'm not walking this path alone, and you ain't gotta do this on your own. Knock and the door is answered, ask and grace is granted. If I forget, you remind me. If you forget, I'm beside you, we're walking each other home. We follow the truth into the light. Together we'll see in the dark of the night. So follow that longing, little voice in your mind that tells you you're going on a pilgrimage to paradise. The sages of the ages know thyself, know that God is real. Nothing's what we think it is, and if we're dreaming, we'll follow the truth into the light. Together we'll see in the dark of the night. So follow the longing, little voice in your mind that tells you you're going on a pilgrimage to paradise. A pilgrimage to paradise, on a pilgrimage to paradise. A pilgrimage to paradise, on a pilgrimage to paradise. Pilgrimage to paradise, on a pilgrimage to paradise. Pilgrimage to paradise. Pilgrimage to paradise. Those are the messages that I have for you, and I'll see you next time.
What if we're loved?